Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jonathan Acevedo, and I work at Total as the COO. And with me here today, I have our colleagues, and we're here to discuss a partnership with SunPower, you all. And I'll be introducing Roman. He's our head of business development. And next we have Dr. Goldberg. He's our CFO. And we have Christine, our research analyst. And last but not least, we have our CEO, Mr. Picarillo. Today we will be discussing the following agenda items. It will be our opening, joint opportunity, why SunPower, benefits, and the proposal we're offering today. Shared values. First of all, I just want to thank you all for this opportunity to discuss major changes in the energy industry this day. Imagine a future where solar energy is not only profitable, but ubiquitous worldwide. We believe that SunPower has that potential to make this future a reality. We're here today seeking a meeting with SunPower management to discuss the joint opportunity for investing in diversified energy. Both our companies value sustainability, and we believe that together we can establish the first global sustainable energy company that will guarantee our long-term leadership position in the industry. We're not just an oil company, and you're not just a solar company. We're both broader energy companies. And through this, our world is always shifting, shifting rapidly actually. We're going to adjust to a growing population, we're adjusting to growing energy demands, and growing concerns about how energy is extracted more than ever today. Projections of by 2040, population is expected to grow by 25%. Imagine that. Our economy will also double. It literally doubled by 100%. And energy demand will increase by a third, 33%. What we're proposing here is a future of diversified energy to meet the following three goals. The first goal is we want to meet the energy needs of a growing population. The second is we want to limit the impact of climate change. And the third, we want to adapt to changing customers' expectations, and they expect clean energy now. Solar energy is the future. To meet our goals, SunPower and Total have the opportunity to join forces and ensure sustainability. The conventional energy markets are volatile and uncertain. Convention is out the door, and solar is through the roof. A partnership will provide both firms with diversification. With SunPower's high efficiency in solar panel technology and Total's expansive global reach in over 130 countries, we can hedge the market and become a fully diversified energy company. We're actually the largest investors in solar companies in France. We've invested over $4 billion to date in Tennesol. And our cell company, Photovoltaic, which produces solar cells. And also Caranock, which develops solar panel technology. We're one of the largest investors in solar energy, which sets us apart from other oil and gas majors that are our competition. SunPower and our current solar companies would merge and create synergy with each other. We're ready to create synergy with you, SunPower. We believe that investing in SunPower will help us both achieve our goals. Together, we will edge out the competition on the basis of quality and innovation. We're committed to advancing solar technology and making SunPower the most profitable solar energy company in the world. And we're going to do this by, again, our three main goals, which are 1, meeting the energy needs of a growing population, 2, limiting the impact of climate change, and 3, adapting to changing customer expectations. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to have Roman present the joint opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. I would like to go take a deep dive into the joint opportunity and joint vision that we have before us. If we partner, both of our firms have the joint opportunity into investing into the future. We can both achieve diversified energy for ourselves and not be reliant on a single market sector. We can also develop a new business model where we become energy companies and not solar or fossil fuel companies. We can become full spectrum energy companies that deliver energy in many forms to many different customers all over the world. If we succeed, we will also strengthen the alternative energy and the solar energy markets. This will not only help us, but it will develop the economy, it will develop markets, and it will bring many benefits to society itself. In the course of our joint opportunity, we will also get the chance to make SunPower the world's most profitable and influential solar energy company, as it will be at the forefront of solar energy development. Total and SunPower will succeed due to the synergy that will be created by our partnership. Both of our companies are very special and unique in their own ways, and we bring a lot of capabilities to the table. For Total, we have large capital reserves. We can use these capital reserves to invest in research and development, as well as cover initial operating expenses. We are also a large global company, and we have access to many different markets throughout the entire globe. We also have scale and distribution on our side. We can quickly produce many different products at a large capacity and distribute them quickly all over the planet. We're also a very well-established firm, and we have been around for a very long time. We have brand name recognition and leadership credibility. SunPower also brings a lot to the table here. You have your proprietary solar panels, which are the most efficient and the most durable in the market. You are part of the renewable energy sector, and you're in a growth market that's relatively new. The solar energy market is very undeveloped and has a lot of room to grow and has a lot of potential. Whereas we at Total are in the very saturated fossil fuel market that's full of a lot of competition and with much less room to grow. And last but not least, you have the aspect of social responsibility on your business angle. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why should we partner with Total? What will this joint vision do for us? Well, you should partner with us because we live in a rapidly changing world, and none of us can predict what the future holds. There is a lot of uncertainty and volatility in politics, the markets, and in geography. In order to succeed and run sustainable businesses in the long term, we have to be adaptable. We need to be ready to evolve in relation to any challenge or situation that presents itself before us. Creating sustainable business as well as sustainable energy will benefit us, the markets, and society in general. Our success in the joint opportunity will lead to diversification, sustainability, and growth. In terms of diversification, both of our companies will be able to take advantage of new business opportunities. We will both access new markets, and we will create a new sustainable business model around being energy companies and not being sector dependent. In terms of sustainability, we will combine our potentials, leverage our trades, and diversify ourselves, which will cushion us against any instability. When we become full spectrum energy companies, we will grow at a much greater pace than we otherwise could. We will become resilient, and we will secure our futures. And most importantly, our endeavor will teach us how to think in new ways. We will be pioneers in our industries, and we will set the trends and standards, and we will be strategic. I will now pass it over to Christine, who will explain why we view SunPower as being instrumental to our new way of thinking.
Thank you, Roman. You're probably wondering why we're here today with you and not with your competitors, right? Well, we've done extensive research and put a tremendous amount of effort into our decision to reach out to your company for a partnership. We want to work with someone who's experienced in the renewable energy industry. You've been an established company for over 30 years, and in that time, your company has already undertaken multiple joint ventures and acquisitions. You've produced over 1 billion cells, enough to circle the Earth 3 times. Your experience has led you to become a stable and trusted partner in solar technology worldwide. We also want someone who's innovative. We value the fact that you are focused solely on solar power. It has led you to become familiar with the needs for having successful integrations. This is shown through your admirable dedication to deliver solar power to businesses and homes. We are very impressed that you have patented over 500 products and counting. Lastly, we want someone who is versatile. A great function of your operation that stands out to us is your ability to be vertically integrated. You design, manufacture, install, and maintain complete solar solutions. No other renewable energy company on the market is currently offering this. You cater to a wide range of buildings from commercial, residential, and industrial. This is coupled with your tremendous drive to continue innovating for the clear purpose of making a superb product that is fully functionable and can last a lifetime with all your consumers in mind. With your full cycle operation, consumers will not need to go to another vendor for any reason at all. Your innovativeness, marketability, and operational functionality are why we want you as our partner. If you merge with us, we can help you. If you merge with us, we can take your entire operational process to a global scale. Together, we can be the global leaders in sustainable energy sector. Be a part of our story. My colleague, Dr. Guy Goldberg, is going to explain the benefits of merging with us.
Thank you, Christine. I'd like to discuss the very real and tangible benefits in combining forces. Most importantly, the most important benefit will be the accelerated growth that will be unleashed from gaining access to over 130 new markets in which Total has a presence, cross-selling into Total's new expanded customer base and global business network projects and partnerships. And also, SunPower will now qualify to bid on massive public and private utility projects, which currently it is prohibited from doing so because of size and liquidity requirements. All this will open new business opportunities for SunPower, which will boost revenue in a very short time. SunPower will be more competitive because it will have a lower cost structure, allowing it to better compete against the Chinese unfair dumping practices. The combined production scale capabilities of both companies will lead to higher output at a lower cost. Also, significant cost synergies can be achieved. With greater purchasing power of the combined companies, we can reduce costs and eliminate redundancies of operating overhead. With $240 billion in revenue and a strong balance sheet, Total will provide SunPower with a financial buffer to survive economic downturns. The last 2008-9 recession saw many of our European and North American competitors file for bankruptcy, and some did not even survive. Together, SunPower will decouple its dependence on unpredictable government subsidies. Now that it will be able to bid for large private and public sector projects and enjoy the benefits of access to new markets and customers. SunPower will also enjoy a lower cost of capital, which will allow SunPower to raise much needed money to fund new projects, growth, relief of the debt burden, and finance its operating losses. Finally, SunPower has the opportunity to profoundly increase the R&D funding from the current budget of $56 million annually to over $2.4 billion, which translates to 40 times more money for solar R&D to fuel SunPower's growth. This is possible because Total has committed to 1% of its revenue being earmarked for solar energy R&D. SunPower will gain access to Total's laboratories, which are the largest and most advanced in the world. And most importantly, as part of a big company like Total, green ideas like solar energy will have the stability, room, and time to develop. As you can see, our partnership will yield many benefits. And Dave will now discuss our proposal.
Thanks, Guy. So, thank you very much for having us here today. We are beyond excited for a potential partnership with SunPower, and we know that together we can position ourselves at our industry's helm. As you know, the world view of and need for energy is changing. CSR is real. Global warming is real. and the global community is demanding change. And we need to face facts. Over the next 20 years, the world economy will double, the population will increase 25%, and the energy demand will increase by 32%. And we all know the result of this so far. Decarbonization, the Paris Agreement, other pacts and treaties around the world that has set out to create a fossil-free future. And the truth is that the other majors are not equipped for this transition. The leader of the future is companies like yours. The leader of the future are companies who invested everything into alternative and responsible fuels. A partnership with Total will give you everything that you need to dominate your segment and bring portable solar to the world. Now we feel that the benefits that we've discussed today will be maximized given certain conditions. Allow us to be majority stakeholder. We feel that an ownership of 60% will best maximize the synergies that our companies will create together. We're willing to offer you $23.25 per share, which represents 30% premium over the current market price. We've developed a package that we hope is to your liking and substantial. It includes the purchase of 30,220,701 shares of Class A common stock and 25,220,000 shares of Class B common stock, bringing it to a total of $1.38 billion in investment. Combining forces will help us help you become the first profitable solar energy company in the world. Our partnership will offer 4 main benefits. And the first of which is accelerated growth. SunPower will have access to our over 120 new markets that Total is currently positioned within. But you'll also have access to our expanded customer base that we've worked to develop over the past century, as well as a global business network of partnerships and acquisitions to help cross-sell your products. You'll have access to our strong balance sheet, and it'll be useful for you as a financial buffer. It'll allow you resilience from poor economic conditions, and it'll also in turn lower your working average cost of capital, as well as provide necessary debt relief and funding for future projects. Along with our strong balance sheet, will also allow you to lower your cost structure. It'll allow you to fight Chinese dumping practices that have resulted in cost erosion, price erosion. And with the economies of scale and economies of learning that you will obtain using our infrastructure and know-how, you'll be able to decrease operating expenses and increase efficiency. And fourth, and as we think is the most important, is we will able to offer you 40-fold your current R&D budget, bringing it to a total of $2.8 billion. You'll be able to leverage our largest and most advanced labs, and finally, give your green ideas a chance to grow with the proper time and energy needed. Partner with Total, capitalize on these benefits, and SunPower will remain an independent subsidiary, separate but under our umbrella. It'll continue to be operated under its current management, and it'll continue to foster an atmosphere of growth, agility, and innovation. By keeping SunPower independent, it'll insulate both our companies from potential cannibalization, as well as possible infighting that might break out as a result of the extensive growth that the solar market will eventually begin to face. Let us expand each other's capabilities and internal resources and open up new opportunities for both our firms. The future growth from the synergy of our partnership cannot simply be measured by looking at a balance sheet. Establishing Total and SunPower as the world's first hybrid energy company that can harness both the power of fossil fuels as well as the power of the sun profitably will not only rapidly grow our companies, but create an energy movement that will transcend the ages. By combining our complementary strengths, SunPower and Total will change the way the world is powered. Thank you very much.